Alright guys, welcome back to the channel. If you do enjoy the content here, hit that subscribe button down below. It really does help. And if you are a subscriber, boys, welcome back. So we're here on the select a race screen, and today we're going to be doing a tutorial for the team time trials. I know I've done some tutorials on PCM previously, but as I look through online, through Reddit, the forums, Discord, still a few people being caught out by team time trials. So I thought I'd do a video today, put that together and sort of show you what I do in team time trials, if and when I do them. I quite often sometimes simulate them, but sometimes they can just be fun to do. So we've got to go back to Paris-Nice, which was a race that we just did in our universe mode video previously. So you can go back and see the action there and see how the season is unfolding. But we're going to take on the Circuit Neve-Magny-Cours in France at Paris-Nice. So let's go to the race and get started with this tutorial. Who are our strongest riders for Ineos Grenadiers in the time trial? Well, that is going to be Foss, Tarling and Leonard. If we can click on Leonard here, we can see time trial 74 and a +2 on the day. Tarling is an 81 and Foss is a 76. Those are going to be our three strongest riders. What we want to do is scroll this top bar up to around about 20 to 21 seconds, and the effort of the rider wants to be on around about 87 or so. We're going to do that for our three strongest riders. So we'll move this run up to about 20 seconds, and again with Leonard, it's got to be wants to be on around about 87, and then Foss is actually on a -1 on the day, which is a little bit of a concern, but nothing absolutely major. And again, we'll put him on about 86 because again he has got that -1, and all other riders want to be pardon me, I do apologize. All other riders want to be down on about 2 seconds with an effort of around about 84 or so. So Kwiatkowski is also going to do that. Going to be down on about 2 or 3 seconds, around about 2 or 3 seconds. And then we're going to go to Arensman. Arensman is actually 76 in the time trial. I'm actually going to bring him down to about 6 seconds. We'll come back to that in just a moment. We'll move that back up to about 86. I say Arensman because he's coming after Foss, and then he's ahead of Rivera. So it's going to give Rivera a bit of a break still. Rivera, again, we just need to move down to about 2 seconds and bring up to about 85. Again, Arensman just pulling a few more seconds more. So when you get that rotation and it comes back around to Castroviejo and Kwiatkowski, they're just going to have a little bit more of a break before it's their turn. So we've got Foss, we've got Tarling, we've got Leonard, our three biggest riders or best riders on 20-second pulls, and our weaker riders in time trials are going to be doing a slightly lesser effort for a lesser amount of time. And that is going to be the focus for our team. So we'll hit the unpause button and off we go. And what we want to focus on, we don't really need to look at the riders. They're going to do what they do as they work their way through the stage in this 28 kilometers. We're really going to be focusing on the red bar of our riders. So we can see Foss is going to be using some of his red bar early on, and that has now slowed down, so we'll put it back up to about 88 or so. It's just going down a bit faster again. Move it to somewhere in the middle, 86. Anyone else using a bar? No, not at the moment. We'll just keep an eye on everything. Castroviejo, everyone else is looking pretty good. So again, it's just keeping this red bar topped up as best we can with our main riders. Tarling there losing some red bar. We're going to just pop that up, and then we'll just tally off again, bring it back down to about 86, back up to 88. No, it's still going down a bit too fast. We'll go down to 85 and just slow that down. Leonard now losing some red bar. We'll just tally this off, bring this down to about 85. Anyone else losing red bar? Castroviejo losing some red bar. We'll just take that off there. Of course, we haven't got Garner in the squad today. He wasn't at full fitness in this tutorial. You can see that we burned past a couple of riders here. So I think somewhere top 5 would be in for Ineos here in this team time trial. We are going to just So you focus on these efforts. We've got 12 kilometers to go. We can start using a bit of this energy, I feel. We'll bring Castroviejo's effort back up to about 88. And again, very simple. 3 main riders, longer pulls, weaker riders, short pulls. That is what we're going to focus on. And then when we get that down to a kilometer or 2 to go, we are going to focus on just going all out with as much energy as we have left. The thing's looking pretty solid at the moment. Down to under 7 kilometers. Red bar still looking good for everyone. 6 kilometers to go. Leonard, we can just start moving his energy up. Joshua Tarling, energy can start going up. We get down to about 4 kilometers to go here. Castroviejo, effort up. 3 kilometers to go. Red bar going down now for everybody. We'll just tally off Tarling's energy there, just so he can maybe save a little bit just in these last kilometer or 2. And then as we get down now to 1.5 kilometers to go, all the effort goes into our riders. Everyone just empty the gas. Tarling, a little bit of red there, that's perfect. Leonard just flashing on red, but now it's just go, go, go. To the line for Ineos, round that left bend and up to the finish here. And Ineos get the win. And as we move to the results screen, then you can see confirmation of an Ineos Grenadiers win in this team time trial. Guys, this was played on extreme difficulty with sliders set at 1 across the board. And you can see we still get the win pretty comfortably here, even with Arensman, Rivera and Tarling just losing a couple of seconds at the end there. Tarling just a little bit too much red energy. He probably could have come towards the front of our group if we'd saved him a little bit more, but that is a win. So very simple, guys. Who are your 3 strongest riders on the day? Set them to about 20-second pulls and then set their energy a little bit higher. And then of course the pulls, as I say, as a longer time than your weaker riders. You might have to alter those values depending on the parkour, but that is the basis behind this strategy. And as you can see, even on extreme level, it works and we get the win. So just play around with that, guys. Very simple, easy stuff. Leave me a comment down below if this has been able to help you out. I really hope it does. I appreciate all the recent subscribers to the channel. And then of course, we've got more videos coming up as we get back into our universe mode as well. That's going to be it for this one then, guys. Super appreciate your support, as I say. Like, comment, subscribe down below. And boys, I'll see you in the next one. Get out of here.